Hello students, once again welcome to the YouTube channel Maths Fun. So from the last 1 or 2 weeks we are studying about trigonometric ratio and we did some problems on trigonometric ratios as well as trigonometric identities and how to find the value of trigonometric ratios if one of them is given. So now this is all about the trigonometric ratio. Now we will study the application of these trigonometric ratio in order to find the height and distance. So today we will study about height and distance, which is one of the best application of trigonometric ratio. So the today's topic is height and distance. This is one application of trigonometric ratio in order to find the height of a tower or a flag, anything, and the distance between the moving object on the ground with respect to a situated tower. So before we start this height and distance, let us know some terms related to study this height and distance. So suppose this is a point on the ground and here is a point. This is observer and this is the target that we have to observe. Okay, so draw a perpendicular on the ground and also draw a parallel to the ground here. Okay, so suppose the observer is seeing above this target. Okay, so the line joining the target and the observer is the line of sight. This is line of sight, and the angle formed between line of sight and the parallel to the ground, this is parallel to the ground, is called the angle of depression. Angle of depression. And the angle formed with line of sight and the ground, this is angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. The angle of depression and the angle of elevation is always equal. So now we will see the application of trigonometric ratios in order to solve some kind of problems based on this height and distance. Okay, so here I am referring the book by Dr. R.D. Sharma. So I am going to solve the problem prepared by him for you. If you want, you can buy this book and you can start learning. So you can buy this book. Mathematics class 10 R.D. Sharma. So this is NCERT based mathematics syllabus. You can refer this book. So here I am going to solve the problems given in this book, which is based on the height and distance with the application of trigonometric ratio. So I will read question from here and will show the solution here. So I am not going to write the question. A tower stands vertically on the ground. The question is, a tower stands vertically on the ground. So let us say this is ground and a tower stands on the ground. So this is the ground and this is the tower. So let's say AB is the tower. AB is tower. Okay. From a point on the ground 20 meter away from the foot of the tower. So AB is a tower, so this will be the foot of the tower. So 20 meter away from the tower on the ground. So is in this direction. So this is 20 meter. Let's say this is the point C. So 20 meter away from the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree. The angle of elevation. So if you draw this line, so this will be angle of elevation and this is 60 degree. This is 60 degree. So what is the height of the tower? So what is the question is, a tower stands vertically on the ground from a point on the ground which is 20 meter away from the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree. What is the height of the tower? So we assume that the AB is the tower. So let us say the height is H. Let the height of tower AB equal to H. Since this is in meter, so we can assume this, we can let it in meter. Okay, so this is H meter. Now see here, we have given this information, we want to find out this information. So if you see this, so this, for this angle, this will be perpendicular and this will be base. So this relation is given by tan. So if we use tan 60 degree in this triangle, so very easily we can find out the height of the tower, that is H. Okay, so in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, tan 60 degree, this will be AB upon AC, perpendicular upon base. Tan 60 is under root 3, AB is H, we have supposed it, and AC is given, which is 20 meter. So here we can assume 1 in the denominator of under root 3. So we can use the cross multiplication. So this implies H equal to 20 under root 3 meter. So here you will write one line, therefore the height of the tower AB equal to 20 under root 3 meter. So this is the answer of this question. I am leaving question number 2 as an exercise for you. So let's see question number 3, which is asked many times in the NCERT exam. Write down. So I am reading the question for you. A ladder 15 meters long just reaches the top of a vertical wall. If the ladder makes an angle of 60 degree with the wall, find the height of the wall. In the next question, a ladder 15 meters long just reaches the top of a vertical wall. So let's say this is a vertical wall. Okay. A ladder 15 meter long. So ladder will be like this. Okay. But I am just drawing it as a straight line. So this is a ladder. Its length is 15 meter. It's given. A ladder 15 meter long just reaches the top of a vertical wall. Okay. If the ladder makes an angle of 60 degree with the wall, this is wall and this is the ladder. So it is making a angle of 60 degree with the wall. So this angle will be 60 degree. Okay. Find the height of the wall. Then we have to find this h. Let's say this is h. Find the height of the wall. Okay. So if you want, you can write. I am dictating. So let AB is the ladder, BC is the vertical wall, where AB equal to 15 meter. Let BC equal to h. So we have to find this height. We have to find the height of the wall. How high this wall is, we have to find that. So for this angle, we want to find the relation between this and this. So for this angle, this is perpendicular and this will be base. So base and perpendicular is related with cos theta. So cos 60 degree equal to, you have to write one more line. In triangle ABC, cos 60 equal to BC by AB. BC by AB. BC is given, no, it's not given, we have supposed it as H, and AB is 15 meter. And if you see, cos 60 is under root 3 by 2. No, it's 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Sin 0 means 0. 30 1 by 2. Yeah, cos 60 will be 1 by 2. Okay. So h upon 15. Now cross multiplication gives 2h equal to 15, and therefore h equal to 15 by 2, yani ki this will be 7.5 meter. So the height of the wall will be 7.5 meter. This will be answer. You have to write one line at the end. Therefore the height of the wall is 7.5 meter. Okay, let's do another question. So I am reading it for you. 2 points A and B are on the same side of a tower and in the same straight line with its base. The angles of depression of these points from the top of the tower are 60 degree and 45 degree respectively. If the height of the tower is 15 meter, then find the distance between these 2 points. 2 points A and B are on the same side of a tower. So let's draw. So let's draw the picture to understand this problem. 2 points A and B are on the same side of a tower. So first we have to fix a tower. So suppose this is a tower. So AB is a tower. Okay. AB is a tower. No, we can't assume it AB. Let's say this is a tower. Since it is mentioned A and B points, that is why we can't take A and B. 2 points A and B are on the same side of the tower. Now 2 points A and B, A and B, this is A and B, are on the same side of the tower. The angle of depression of these points from the top of the tower are 60 degree and 45 degree respectively. Here respectively means first from 60 from point A and then from point B. Okay, the angle of depression. So you have to draw a parallel line to the ground. So this complete angle is 60 degree and this angle is only 45 degree. Okay, this angle is 60 degree and this is 45 degree. So not this angle is 60 degree and this angle is 45 degree. Okay, only this angle is 60 degree and this angle is 45 degree. So this angle will be 60 degree and this will be 45 degree. Since I have already mentioned that angle of elevation and the angle of depression both are same. Okay, let's see further what other informations are there. If the height of the tower is 15 meter, then find the difference between these 2 points. This is 15 meter. The height of the tower is 15 meter. The height of the tower is 15 meter. Then find the distance between these 2 points. These 2 points means what? Which points? points A and B. We have to find the distance AB. Okay. So here we are seeing two triangles. So for this angle, we will set up a relation with this and this side, and for this triangle, we will set up a relation with this side and this side. Now, let's say this is O and this is P. Okay. So every information you have to write. I am just explaining here. You have to write, let OP is the tower. A and B are the two points on the same side of the tower, which makes where or you can write like this, where the angle of elevations are 60 degree and 45 degree respectively. Let OA equal to x1 means this distance only, and OB equal to, not OB, AB equal to x2. Okay. So let OA equal to x1 and AB equal to x2. So what is our desired? We have to find the value of x2. Okay. So now in triangle OAP, we can write the relation tan 60 degree equal to OP upon OA. Tan 60 is under root 3 and OP is 15 meter, and OA is, we have suppose this is x1. Okay. So now we can assume 1 as a denominator of this root 3. Now using cross multiplication we can write like this, under root 3 x equal to 15 or x equal to 15 by root 3. We can multiply with the same quantity root 3. It will not harm us. So 15 under root 3 and this will becomes 3. So 3 5s are 15. So this is x1. Don't forget it. So x1 is 5 under root 3. x1 is 5 under root 3. Now we have to find out this x2 now. So we can use this triangle OBP. We need this x1. So I am erasing this. Okay. In triangle OBP, tan 45 degree, this will be 15 upon x1 plus x2, because in this case now the base is completely this OA plus AB, that is x1 plus x2. So tan 45 is 1, 15 by x1 plus x2. For cross multiplication we can write it as x1 plus x2 equal to 15, or this implies x2 equal to 15 minus x1. 15 minus x1 is 5 under root 3. Okay, 5 you can take outside, so 3 minus under root 3 meter. Since this is in meter, so this will be in meter. Okay, so now you can do one more thing. You can put the value of under root 3, which is 1.732, and then you can further simplify it. So x2, this is the difference between a and b. So here you can write one line. Therefore the distance between 2 points is 5 times 3 minus under root meter. You can simplify it. You put the value of under root 3. Under root 3 is 1.732, and then further simplify it. So the next question. So I am leaving one question for you as exercise. So this is question number 5. Now I will leave 6 for you and will consider the question number 7. The angle of elevation of a tower from a point on the same level as the foot of the tower is 30 degree. On advancing 150 meters towards the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the tower becomes 60 degree. So that the height of the tower is 129.9 meters. Use under root 3 equal to 1.732. So let us, I hope you have noted down this. The angle of elevation of a tower from a point on the same level as the foot of tower is 30 degree. Okay. So let's say AB is the tower. So this is our ground. Okay. So the level is same. Let's say this is the point. The angle of elevation of a tower from a point on the same level as the foot of the tower. So here it is saying the angle of elevation. So this is the foot of the tower. So the level is same. Let's say this is C. The angle of elevation is 30 degree. This is 30 degree. Now it says on advancing 150 meters towards the foot of the tower. So let's say this is tower and I am standing here. I move 150 meters toward the tower. So I have to move like this. So anybody is moving from here to advancing, means he is heading or proceeding towards the tower. So suppose this is point D. CD is now 150 meter, it is given. Okay. Let us suppose this is H, this AB is H, and AD is, say, let's say this is X. Okay. So I think we have to find the height of the tower. After advancing 150 meter, the angle of elevation changes to 60 degree. So now this becomes 60 degree. The angle of elevation becomes 60 degree. So that the height of the tower is 129.9 meter. So we have to show the height of the tower is, means AB equal to 129.9 meter. We have to show this. The tower of the height is 129.9 meter. Yes, this is we have to show. So if you want, you can write, let AB is the height of the tower, C and D are the points where the angle of elevation are 30 degree and 60 degree. Let AD equal to X, AB equal to H. We have given this CD, so no need to write. So therefore, in triangle, this is D, this is D. ABD, in triangle ABD, we can write like this, tan 60 equal to, this will be AB perpendicular upon base AD. Tan 60 is under root 3, AB is H, and AD is X. It is given. No, it's not given. We have assumed AD is X and AB is H. Okay. We have to find out H. So let us form a relation for X in terms of H. So this under root 3x will be H, or this implies X equal to H by under root 3. Okay, this is one. Now in triangle ABC, tan 30 is equal to AB upon AC. AB is H as per our assumption, and AC is 150 plus X. Since we have suppose AD is X, okay, this one tan 30 is 1 by root 3 H by 150 plus X. Now this is one quantity. Now we can use cross multiplication. So this will be under root 3H equal to 150 plus X. Here H is under root 3. So 150 plus H by root 3. This is root 3H. Now bring this here. So this is under root 3 minus H by under root 3 equal to 150. So we can take H outside, under root 3 minus 1 upon under root 3. This is 150. The LCM will be here under root 3 So here it will be 3 minus 1 upon under root 3. This is 150. Okay. So this will be 3 minus 1 will be 2. So this becomes 2h by root 3 equal to 150, or 2h becomes 150 under root 3. 150 under root 3, the writing like this means only 150 is multiplied by root 3. Therefore, h will be 150 under root 3 by 2. So 75 times it will be divided. So h will be 75 into under root 3. Since here it is given, we have to show a v equal to this. So you have to put the value of under root 3 which is given here. So use under root 3 equal to 1.732. So you have to use the value of under root 3 and then you have to multiply by 75 and then you will get the desired answer. So this is left for you as an exercise. Just therefore height of the tower, this is 75 into 1.732. This will be 129.9 meter. Okay. So I am leaving question number 8 as exercise for you. The question number 9. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point A on the ground is 30. On moving a distance of 20 meters towards the foot of the tower to a point B, the angle of elevation increases. This is similar to this question. So I am leaving this also as exercise for you. Now see question number 11. This is a different kind. Question number 11. On a horizontal plane, there is a vertical tower with a flagpole on the top of the tower. At a point 9 meters away from the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top and the bottom of the flag pole are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. Find the height of the tower and the flag pole mounted on it. So understand this question. On a horizontal plane, there is a vertical tower with a flagpole on the top of the tower. So on a horizontal plane. So see, this is your horizontal plane. Let us draw a line here. Okay. There is a pole. Let's say AB is pole. No, it's not pole. This is tower. Tower. AB is tower. Okay. So this is A and this is B. B with a flag pole on the top. So here is a flag pole also. So let's say BC, BC, BC is the flag pole. Here there will be a flag. Okay. So BC is the flag pole. Okay. At a point 9 meters away from the foot of the tower. So this is the foot of the tower. So 9 meter away. Let's say here is a point D, which is 9 meter away from the tower. Okay. The angle of elevation of the top and bottom of the flag pole. Top and bottom. So this is top and this is bottom. The angle of elevation from the top and bottom of the flag pole are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. So from top and bottom respectively. So this angle is 60 degree and this angle is 30 degree. This distance is 9 meter, it is given. Then the problem is we have to find the height of the tower and flagpole mounted on it. We have to find out the height of the tower and the height of the flagpole mounted on this tower. Okay. So please start writing. Let AB is the tower, BC is the flagpole which is mounted on the tower AB. Let there is a point D on the ground where the angle of elevation from the top and bottom of the pole are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. Okay. So now we can start. So in triangle ABD, tan 30 is AB upon AD. Tan 30 is 1 upon under root 3. For simplicity, let's say this is H. So H upon AD. AD is 9. Okay. So if you use cross multiplication, so this will be under root 3 H equal to 9 or H equal to 9 upon under root 3. To make it more simple, let us multiply with root 3. So this is 9 root 3 by 3. 3 3 is 9. So this is 3 root 3. This height of the tower. Okay. Now in triangle ACD, tan 60 degree, tan 60 will be suppose this is H1, this is H1. To make it differentiable, let's say this is H1 and this is H2. Okay. So this is H1. So anyway we have found out H1. So tan 60 equal to, this will be H1 plus H2 divided by 9 because this distance is 9. Okay. So tan 60 is under root 3. This is H1 plus H2 by 9 or H1 plus H2 equal to 9 under root 3. So we know h1, so h2 will be 9 under root 3 minus h1. So now put the value of h1 here. h1 is 3 root 3. So this is 9 minus 3, 6 root 3. Therefore, you can write as a answer, the height of the tower is 3 root 3 meter and the height of the tower is flagpole is 6 root 3 meter. So 12 you should try. 13. This is asked many times and it is a different kind of question. So let us do it. Question I am reading for you. A 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30-meter tall building. 30-meter tall building. So let's say this is a 30-meter tall building. A 1.5 meter tall boy. There is a boy whose height is 1.5 meter. Okay, this is a 30-meter tall building. Here is a boy of height having 1.5 meter. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 to 60 as he walks towards the building. Okay, so here is this boy and this is walking towards the building. So he is moving like this. So at some time he will be here. Okay, and the angle of elevation from his eyes. So the angle of elevation is from here, not from here. Okay, so you should draw a parallel line to the ground. So the angle of elevation here becomes this angle. This is 30 degree and this is 60 degree. This is 60 degree. The total distance is 30 meter. This is 1.5 meter. Okay. So if this is 1.5 meter, this means this is also 1.5 meter till here. So the distance till here will be 28.5 meter. 28.5 meter. Since we need this distance to use this triangle, okay, let's say few points here. Let's say this is O, this is A, this is B, and this is C. Okay, so in many questions I have dictated how to let suppose or how you have to frame the problem for the solution. So now in this question you can write on your own. I am going to do the solution only. Okay, so in the question we have to find the distance he walked towards the building. How much distance the boy walks from here to here, we have to find that. So let this distance is x1 and this distance is x2. Why do we need this? Because here is a two triangle and Based on these two triangles, we can form the relation between x1 and x2, and then we can solve. Okay, so this is x1 and this is x2. So according to figure, according to diagram, according to figure, whatever you want to write, you write. Okay, so in triangle OAC, OAC, OAC tan 60, tan 60 will be OC, OC by OA. OC is OC, OC is 28.5, and OA we have assumed it x2. Okay, tan 60 is under root 3, so 28.5 x2. We can assume here 1, so this will be under root 3 x2 equal to 28.5, and therefore x2 will be 28.5 by under root 3. Simplify it, so 28.5 under root 3 by 3, so 3 9s are 27, 1 3 5s are 50, 9.5 under root 3. So this will be 9.5 under root 3 meter. So we found x2, but our aim is, our goal is to find x1, not x2. x1 is a helper for this x2 is a helper for this x1. Okay, so now we will use this triangle OBC. In triangle OBC, OBC, tan 30, then tan 30 is OC by OB. Okay, OC is 28.5 and OB is x1 plus x2. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3, and this is 28.5 by x1 plus x2. Use cross multiplication, so x1 plus x2 will be 28.5 under root 3, and therefore x1 will be 28.5 under root 3 minus x2, and x2 is how much? 9.5 under root 3. Okay, so this will be 0, 18 minus 9, 9, so 19.0 under root 3 means 19 into under root 3. If you want, you can solve by putting the value of under root 3 as 1.732, and this will be your answer. The distance the boy walks is 19 into under root 3 meter. Now question number 14. The shadow of a tower standing on a level ground is found to be 40 meter longer when suns. This question you can do on your own. 15. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bottom and top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of 20 meter high building. So this is exactly similar to question number 13. 11. So that is also a task for you. The angle of depression of the top and the bottom of 8-meter tall building from the top of a multi-story building are, yeah, this is also equivalent to 11. So I am leaving exercise for you. 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's do question number 20. As observed from the top of a 75-meter tall lighthouse. So suppose here is a 75-meter tall lighthouse. So let's say AB is the 75-meter tall lighthouse. The angle of depression of two ships are 30° and 45°. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, find the distance between the two ships. So this is the water level. Okay, two ships are here. Let's say this is ship P, P and Q. It is mentioned that the two ships are there, but one is behind the other. So the one is behind the other. They are moving towards light. Find the distance between the two ships. (30° and 45°). So the angle of depressions are 30°. This is 30°. So this will be 30° and 45° till here only. So this will be 45°. Okay. So we have to find the distance between two. So we did one question similar to this. So I think based on that you can do. Okay, let's do it. Let AQ equal to x1, PQ equal to x2. Therefore, in triangle AQB, AQB, tan 45 will be, this is perpendicular, this is base, 75. Okay, write down this AB by AQ. Tan 45 is 1, AB is 75, and this is AQ. AQ is, we have suppose this now, PQ. PQ is x2 and this is x1. So this is x1. So use the cross multiplication. X1 is, so if equal sign is here and the quantity are like a by b and c by d, then if the situation is like this, then we can write it like this: a into d equal to b into c, and this is termed as cross multiplication. Okay, so we can write like this. I think you have studied this in 9th class also. If you don't, then we have to study this in this class also. So x1 is 75 degree, not 75 degree, this is meter. Okay, so now we use this triangle. In triangle P A P V, A P V. Now in triangle A P V, tan 30 equal to AB upon AP. This is AB by AP. Tan 30 is 1 upon under root 3. AB is 75 meter. AP is x1 plus x2. Okay. So now same using cross multiplication, x1 plus x2. This is 75 times under root 3. So here we know x1. So x2 will be 75 under root 3 minus x1. So 75 under root 3 minus x1 is 75. So you can take 75 outside. So here will be under root 3 minus 1. Okay. We can write this like this. 75 we can write 75 like this. So here there will be 1 remaining and here under root 3. So the answer will be, therefore the distance between two ships is 75 times under root 3 minus 1 meter. So in this class we reached up to question number 20. You do as exercise as you can. In the next class we will discuss the remaining questions of this exercise. Okay, thanks for watching.